Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing a new idea which one of you guys suggested in the Discord recently, and I saw this and I thought this could be quite good actually. So this is from the user Project Zanny in Discord. So they said, make a base system, post it to the workshop and have your Discord members customize it until it's finished and then review the system in a follow-up video. So this got a lot of positive feedback. I shared it. A lot of people said, yeah, that sounds cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a system, probably like almost like a cluster set of stuff. I'll see what we come up with. So I'm going to put probably a good 150 odd planets. I think that should be a decent amount. Going to get it all saved, send it into the Discord, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to leave it a week. I'm going to come back this time next week, roughly, and then see what you guys have done to it. So without further ado, I'm going to get building the system. So obviously, there's going to be, you know, when I shared this in the Discord, there's probably, you know, a good amount of people that said they are interested. So I'm going to say at least 50 to 75 people-ish. Obviously, more people probably get involved in this when I actually post this as well. So yeah, I'm thinking that we need at least 100 objects minimal here. So all I need to do is basically make a system. I do 0 of the customization. I spawn the stuff in the way it is, and I let you guys take control of it. And then we're going to see what sort of chaos unfolds. It could be good, it could be organised. I have no idea how this is going to go. So, without further ado, let's get building. So, I'm thinking, how do we want to do this? Do we want a black hole, a centre black hole, possibly, with stars around it, maybe? I'm thinking maybe a black hole, make a different sort of cluster set of stars, possibly. I'm going to try that. So, we'll go with I guess we'll go with Sagittarius, eh? Just something nice and strong, hold a lot of mass. So we're going to put Sag A directly in the middle. We'll give it a little bit of colour as well, just so we can actually see him. There you go. I'll try and go the normal sort of colour I normally use for it. So there you go, Sag A. Nice. Oh yeah. Right, how large is it? So it's currently 18 ready to sun. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger. Just so it has a bigger, more prominent view. So what I'll do is I'll that down to density. We're going to make it bigger. So I'm going to lock the mass. Where's the lock button? It's always I need to tell it to composition, isn't it? No. Where's the lock feature gone? Oh, I don't mind, whatever. So we're going to make this bigger. So the mass doesn't really matter because this is going to be the most prominent object. So I'm going to make it maybe the mass of the galaxy. That should be enough. So 5 AU. Nice big size black hole there. Looking good. Right. So Sag A. Very nice. What is? We'll change the background as well, since what are we thinking? I usually like Space Mist. We'll go with Space Mist. Maybe I'll slightly enhance the colours as well, make them just a little more enhanced. It's not often we use the background, so we'll go with something like that, just a little bit more ambient. I want that switched off. Right, so there he is, looking good. Right now, stars. So where are we? Let's go with... I don't need anything customized. So I'm going to go with... I mean, since we've got plenty of space to work with here, we can probably go... I don't really want to go further than 1,000 AU. I think we could probably try and fit most things in. So we'll see how we do. So go over Alpha A. That's always a good one to use. We don't want obviously too close, because that's a bit unrealistic. So I think we should have a good enough gap away from the black hole. So maybe actually have... Maybe 750 is the sort of closest, 650 is the closest sort of objects to Sag A. So you can still see that prominent black hole in the distance, but we still got quite a nice distance between us and the black hole, so it's not too close to it. So there's that. We'll put orbits on as well, so we can actually see everything going on. I'm feeling a few red dwarfs as well, so we've got like Bernard's star here, for instance. I'm going to place that in there. We'll also have some larger stars, I'm thinking. Nothing too ridiculous, but I still want maybe some larger stars. We'll go over white Denobola, we'll have that a little further out. Place that maybe here. So we're going up to maybe a light year in distance almost now. So 0.06, maybe we'll go up to 0.01 at the max end. Or 0, so somewhere maybe, or 0.1 light years. I think that'll be the furthest we'll go actually. So there we are. But I'll give like a different range of stars, so there's plenty of different things to work on. Like, well, for instance, we'll put Rigel at the furthest reaches of the system. I'm going to put it on quite an inclined tilt as well. There you go. So we've got Rigel in there. We'll put the zones on just as a precaution as well, just so we can see what's going on. So we won't put anything ridiculous like Stevenson in there, because that's just a bit too much, isn't it? So we'll have that. Polaris B. go Vega. I think maybe just some more of a red. See, not even Beetlejuice. Maybe Arcturus. That'll be a respectable one to go because that's an orange sort of giant, isn't it? Yeah. So try and have some more larger stars sort of chilling out there, but also just sort of like little sets of red dwarfs so people can build stuff around that as well. So go with Wolf 359 there. Okay, so how many are we at now? So that's right. So Sag A, then you got 6 stars. I think we can probably get it to maybe 8 stars. I think that should be a decent range. So we'll go with a few more. There's quite a big gap there, but I'm going to leave that the way it is actually. Rigel's the furthest. We could have a star orbiting Rigel, actually, because Rigel should be able to hold on to maybe a red dwarf partner star. 21 masses of sun. Yeah, we should be able to have a red dwarf partner star. So let's go with... We'll go with good old Proxima. I think that should be a decent fit. Can we get it around Rigel, please? Yeah. Oh, you can see, actually, look at the black hole's control. See, that may be an issue. We may actually have to lower our mass down, because even at this distance, Rigel can't hold on to it. So I think the black hole's pull is too strong. So we actually are going to have to lower this down a bit, and we're going to have to sort of rearrange because that's a little too much. So maybe the black hole can't be as yeah, I don't know why the padlock features aren't working, or maybe it's just 'cause it's a black hole, but yeah, that may be a little too much. So we're going to go with that because yeah, we do not want the pull being that strong because that will definitely upset some things. So there we go. I want to make sure that there's enough area for people to actually customize stuff. So you can see here still, look, the black hole's control is still way too strong for what we're after, really. So it still needs to be enough to hold everything in place. So effectively, maybe we have to expand the system in general. So just give it a bigger jump and see how that works. Because we need see that's more respectable. See something like that. So it's not like the furthest reaches, but you can see it can hold on fairly nicely. But you got to be careful you don't go too far. But we just need to make sure at the closer stars you can still have a decent set of objects around these guys. So how far? So if we just went with an object around Alpha A, so the furthest you can get from Alpha A is, see, that's still a little too much for my luck. And I think at least a star around A, you want at least maybe 30 AU sort of distances. So okay, I'm just going to further lower this because as long as this is like in the 10,000s, it should be all right, to be honest. So Sag A, it's actually quite small than that. Oh yeah, 0.4 Earths around the Sag A black hole. Yeah, black holes have always been, I've always said this, have always been the glitchy, you know, they can always be a bit weird with their settings and stuff. And if we go here, we should see density. I think if I put, where are we? So radius. If I put that to density, you can see the lock button appears immediately. But on the black hole, over here, did it appear? There's no lock symbol. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Right, let's see how that works. So Alpha A, how far away is this actually from? So 1500. Okay, right. So can this sort of have 30 AU? Yeah, there you go. That's a lot better. So now you can see the furthest objects in Alpha A can be about 140 AU before the black hole pulls them. So yeah, I think that's a decent range. Unfortunately, the black hole's not as large as I wanted, but unfortunately we're gonna have to live with that. So that's fine. Okay, so I think we've got a good range of stars. You're going to be able to sort of shrink some of the outer ones in a bit. But yeah, I want to get that companion star to Rigel. I think that'd be cool. So obviously we're going to go Proxima, weren't we? So Proxima, we're going to have that sitting on the edge of Rigel's sort of orbit there. We're going to tilt it maybe there. There you go. So a little Proxima star. So I think that's enough for the star department. I think we've got plenty in there. I'm going to give maybe a slight more tilt to some of the stars as well. Give them a little more inclination. Give it a little rotate round. Always good to make things a little more interesting. Try and line them up as well. There you go. Got Wolf off the orbital plane there. Then the bowler. Again, we'll give you a slight tilt as well. We should have something quite interesting. Let's see. Let's go with something like that. Further inwards, we've got Alpha and Bernard's. We'll give you a slightly eccentric orbit. Something like that. Maybe just lower it down a bit. Something like that. Yeah, that looks good. Then we've got Wolf at the bottom. That's kind of the one that's off the plane. Then you got Rigel. And then you got good old Proxima up there. So there we are. So I think that's a good enough amount of stars. Now, onto planets. So let's go. No customs allowed. It's fully randomized. So we're going to maybe have... No, I'm going to have a rogue. We're going to have one rogue, maybe one or two rogue gas giants sort of chilling in. Maybe like failed brown dwarfs. So I'm going to sort of sling those just sort of where other stars effectively could be. So I'm going to place one there. We're going to place another one maybe there. Maybe like a really far rogue. So someone will have the chance to customize this. So really, really far rogue. So like I said, I can't do any of the customizing. So the mass and stuff, as long as it doesn't break the sim, effectively that's free to customize. I mean, since this is so far away, this effectively could be a brown dwarf, for instance, just chilling on the edge here, because it wouldn't have any effect on the other stuff. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give it pretty wild orbits. Where are we? So let's go over here. 1. Oh yeah, that's a big distance. 0.5 light years. Oh yes. So plenty of working space. 0.2. Let's make this a little, maybe not that crazy, but I'm going to have it something like that. And then just shrink this down. So it sort of cuts in that area, but it's kind of a rogue object at the end. So we'll give it just a distinct trail colour as well. Just give them like, make the rogue planets a specific colour. So, actually what we'll do is we'll give all the stars colours just so it's easier for people to navigate as well, because I know some people sometimes use a colour coordinated system. So stars obviously will make sort of their sort of colours. So obviously that's a red dwarf, we'll make that red. That's not what I wanted to do. Go back to the simulated. This is the colour I want. So red dwarf will be red. Alpha A, that's obviously more of a yellow star, so we'll go with the yellow trail. More of an orangey yellow, that's fine. Denobola, this is a whiter star, so again that's already fine, that's white. Wolf 359, again that's already fine. Rogue planets. What colour should we have for rogue planets? Maybe like a deep purple? No, it's not really a big deal, is it? I guess we're going to go for pale red for those. Rigel's obviously blue. We've got Proxima around here. That's obviously going to be a red dwarf. Okay. We made a few more rogues in there. There's the other one. So that's the light red for the rogue object. And then so there's one there. There was one more, wasn't there? There was 3. That's the furthest one. Oh yes, of course this one as well. There you go. Make that the pale red. There you go. So we've got a bit of a colour coordinated system in there. Not too shabby. So star colours. And you've got the rogue gas giants in there as well. There you go. So that's all of the fundamental building blocks. All right, now I'm literally just going to place, just at random places here, we're going to place random planets around these stars for customization. So obviously we'll have some closer ones. So go maybe 1, 2, 3 rocky inners. Then we're going to start with an outer solar system. Maybe we're going to have it maybe the first gas giant within 1 AU. That could be interesting. Place that there. So we'll go 1, 2. Then we're going to go back to Rockies again. We'll go with a smaller, maybe a smaller moon, Rocky, and then a second gassy, or a third gassy, and then maybe a 4th gassy further out as well. So I think that's a decent line around Alpha A. So there's your planets around there. And I haven't even seen what they look like. We are just going with the flow here. Lust, okay, so the rogue gas giant. I'm going to give this maybe 2 moons. So random Rocky. So we'll go with, where else? We'll go with 1 in the moon, 1 outer moon there. See how they get on. So there you are. Right, then I've got Bernards as well. So obviously red dwarf. So we'll have a smaller system around this. So first Rocky, quite close. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the edge. Then maybe a gas giant just sort of sitting out the habitable zone there. Is the largest around Bernards. Right, so Denobola. This is one we can probably have a larger system around, so we'll see what we can come up with here. So I'm going to go with a gas giant as the closest. So I'm going to place that around 0.4. We'll go gas giant, then we go Rocky. Then we go a big gap, so maybe gas. 2 gases maybe in close proximity could be interesting. Their names are similar as well. Ust and then Nust2. Then we have another jump there. Then we go with maybe a spiral of like outer sort of Rockies, all in the same sort of cluster, all in the same sort of orbit region. Let's go with that. Maybe a little further out. Also, you can customize these orbits however you want, as long as they don't obviously break the system. Also, we don't want anyone putting masses of suns on gas giants and planets and stuff. Leave the masses of the stars alone. The gas giants, Try and keep those within maybe max of 5 Jupiters. Make sure they don't break the other stuff. Try and keep the simulation running as well. That's what we can try. And that's what I'd like to do in my systems anyway. But since this is effectively up to you guys, I mean, we can maybe go over it. So that's our sort of rough lineup so far. But these are all subject to change. They're also very boring, generic worlds so far. So I'll be very keen to see what you guys do with it. Where's our object count? Simulation, isn't it? So we're at 41 so far, including all objects. Yeah, we need to still double that number at least. We need at least maybe 100. Arcturus. This is one we can have a nice big system around because there's a larger star as well. So closest planet, maybe one that's just incineratingly close. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 sort of inners. Random gas. Then we go 6, 7. Bigger jump, we go 8, 9. Then we're going to go with random small, so maybe some dwarf planet objects on the outer skirts. Maybe Arcturus has like a rogue sort of object sitting far out as well. Maybe like a few sort of really long distance objects. Maybe like a last hidden gas giant out there as well. There you go. And then another sort of rocky just to fill in that gap. There you go. So there's Arcturus' system. Okay. All 359, so that's obviously another brown dwarf, or red dwarf, I should say. So there we go. Rocky, maybe we have one quite close for mysterious reasons. And we go 2, 3. Then be for some reason we have 2 gas giants. 4, 5. A little bit of wolf. So obviously don't want too many. I'm trying to keep it in sort of. I'm trying to go with more of a realistic design, not just overcrowding stars. Next up, we got another rogue gas giant. So I'm going to go with maybe a random rocky planet. Yeah, we'll go one quite close maybe. So we go 1, 2. Then we go with moon. 3, 4. Small moon. We go 5, 6. There you go. So I'm not putting asteroids in because I always find those quite boring. So there you go. Is this actually receiving light from something? Look, that's actually... What's that getting light from? What's that? Is that from Rigel? That's brilliant. So the rogue gas giant, despite being rogue, it's receiving light from the nearby Rigel. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that. Rogue gas giant in the light. Very cool. But obviously as time moves, that Rigel won't be there anymore. Interesting. So there you go. Very nice. Okay, right. Next up we've got Rigel. So what's our simulation count? Where are we? So simulation objects, 679. I think we've got some particles. If I do Control D, yeah, there you go. So one of the objects is burning up, so it's making some particles. So obviously that'll be up for you guys to fix. Should be good. Should be good. So we're going to start off with closer and Rigel, small moon. That's going to get incinerated, isn't it? So small moon, rocky planet. Then we go with gas. Then we go with rocky. Then we'll go. Maybe we'll make Rigel's area maybe more gas giant heavy. So we'll go with gas, another gas, and then we've got Proxima to do as well. And then we'll fill up some more Rockies in here as well. Also, if you want to add moons to the planets, feel free. Well, I'm just making sure I've got the fundamental building blocks in here for you guys as well. So then we'll go with... There's maybe some more Rockies in here with some more obscure orbits. So where does Proxima? So Proxima starts orbiting there. So maybe Proxima stole some planets from Rigel. We'll see how they play out. Let's have a look here. So what's going on? So Proxima. So look, these areas here, quite close to Rigel's orbit. So we're going to try and place maybe some there. See if Proxima can actually hold on to some of these. Oh, it actually can as well. Wow, okay. Another gas giant. Give Proxima 1, 2 gas giants maybe. The rest of them will be Rockies. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So Proxima's quite a busy system. 4, 5. Big gap to the gas giant, and then he goes 6, 7, 8. It's all the way over there. It's got a class line up around Proxima. So what are we looking at now? So 89. So you see, so there's definitely objects being generated. Something is burning up. What is it? Have a quick look on the good old radius tab. So there you go. There's our lineup. That's your culprit. This guy here. What's going on here then? Which one is this? One of the objects around Rigel's creating some particles. Oh yeah. So it'll be up to one of you guys to decide this object's fate. Nice. Then over here, rogue gas giant. I'm thinking we still need more, actually, depending on how many people are actually going to take part. I'm going to maybe aim for at least, yeah, definitely at least 100. So, but everyone can have moons as well. So there's plenty of objects to have moons around. So go with 1, 2, and then maybe a really distant outer third moon that's been sort of caught up in it. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm thinking maybe another star. So I think we need maybe one more. Actually, speaking of it, where's Alpha 8? That's not yellow enough for my liking. Yellow star need be yellow. There we go. I can see wolf here. This should be more of a red. That's a red dwarf, isn't it? So that should be more of a red colour. Nice. Arcturus is orange. Okay, good. Nice. So we've got red, yellow, orange, blue star. We've got a white star. Maybe we'll go with like a 7,000 degree sort of blue-white star. So I'm thinking maybe Sirius could be a good option. Where's Sirius? Sirius. That's always one I like to use on myself. Where is Sirius gone? There he is. So maybe that sits on the outer region, sort of where the Rigel barrier is. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and be there. Yeah, Sirius is more of a blue-white, so I'll send around 9,000, yeah, okay. There you go, Sirius. Alright, so there we go. And maybe we're going to give Sirius a brown dwarf, because we haven't had a brown dwarf yet. And I think this may be the only modded object I use. We're going to go over Gasser. So I'm thinking Gasser red, that's always the best sort of realistic one to go with. To have Gasser red in orbit of good old Sirius here. So obviously this could have quite a big orbit. So I'm going to have that maybe around 170-ish. Yeah, okay. Gasser red. Brown dwarf. There's your brown dwarf. Looking good. And then obviously Sirius. Let's give you a nice line of planets. So random rocky. Put one at a good distance. Try and get some of those in the Goldilocks zone areas as well. There you go. So we go 3, 4, rocky. Let's have some in the further regions as well. Have some big gaps, so maybe the gas giants. 1, 2, and then Gasser red. We'll give this a set of planets as well. Well, that thing's... Look how large that gas giant's bigger than Gasser red is. Gasser red's only 4 point... Yeah, I'm going to give Gasser red maybe a slight buff in size to make it one of the fundamentals. So, where our radius... Lock that, but we're making this bigger. So, brown dwarf should be a decent size. If we compare it to the sun, for instance. Shouldn't be any bigger than the sun, though, so I'm going to actually lower that down to maybe 5. The largest brown dwarfs, I think that sits... Yeah, that's fine. That's in a good region there. So, 5.13 Jupiters. Nice. And yeah, give this a nice set of planets to orbit. So we're going to have 1 extremely close. Go 2, 3. Gas giant, maybe... Gas giant should be further out. It is a brown. So I don't want the gas giant being too prominent. So for instance, whoever customizes this, keep this guy low mass, because we do not want it upsetting the brown dwarf. So 0.2 Jupiters, that's fine, for instance. Nothing larger than that around this. And then a few more rockies in between. Also, you can give that gas giant moons as well if you wish. Sort of the inner set of moons. Then further out, we'll have like an outer sort of region. Maybe some objects that sort of break away in orbit around. So you can see Sirius's border there. This area of region here, this object could go either way. So that's broken to Sirius. It's got an inclined orbit. Interesting. There you go. Maybe one more gas giant to sort of slot in there, maybe around that. There you go. Let's see how that works. So it's, again, that mass is too high, so we're going to lower that down. Make this even smaller. 18 Earths. Around Uranus, Neptune kind of masses there. Alright, there you go. So that should easily be about 120, 115. And there you are. I think that'll be a good lineup to for a first attempt at this series. And let's see how this does, because this is a very first time. It's a new idea. I'm very keen to see what you guys come up with this. So like I said, now this is created, Obviously, we're going to... Maybe we bring back the old name of Subscribers Universe. That used to be a series I did back in 2017, where you guys would give me suggestions to make a system, but now I'm making a system for you guys to put your, well, suggestions, your objects in. So that was a whole that was a whole galaxy-sized simulation in the end. That ended up being. So what we'll do for this is I'll call it Subscribers System to start off with. So let's lock onto. Can I lock onto Sag A, please? I want to be in the middle. Let me lock into the middle. What's going on here? Oi. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Right, so it's an interesting shaped system. Good lineup of objects in there. Looking pretty good. So let's go over save. So Subscribers System. Go over that name for now. So Subscriber System. Nice. So save. Now what I'll do is I will send this in my Discord and let people unleash everyone on this and see how they collaborate together and come up with something. So hopefully we can see all the objects customized. That'll be really, really cool. Also, like I said, feel free to add moons. No crazy masses, please. No more stars. No brown dwarfs. No adding anything other than moons. Everything is already in here that needs doing. You can also alter the gas giant masses a bit if you want to just make them bigger than other ones nearby, but do not tamper with the orbits. I think that's I've created it so it's plenty of breathing space between most objects, so it should be fine. Maybe there might be a few alterations that are needed. The only modded object in here is Gasser that's been customized any sort. Everything else is stock, so should be interesting. We'll give Brandorf its custom trail as well. It's already got a trail. Actually, that's fine. So there you are. So I'm very keen to see what you guys turn this into. So if we have a look at it now. So there's our lineup. So you can see a lot of the objects are quite similar in mass. So also you can change these masses a bit, or sizes. There's the gas giant lineup. Some of them are actually larger than Proxima. Look at that one there, wherever this is. 9.5. Where is that? What's in this orbiting? So it's one of the outer gas giants of Arcturus. So the largest dominant gas giant in the system. There he is. But it's in a decent orbit place, so it doesn't need any changing, really. You can keep it at 9 masses. So, looking good. So, there we are. I'm very, very keen to see what you guys come up with. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and post this in my Discord right after this video's up. And we are going to see what sort of chaos unfolds and what sort of things you come up with. Hopefully it won't be chaos. We will see. I'm very, very keen to see what you come up with here. So with that all said and done, everybody, hope you all enjoyed this video. And I will catch you in a week's time where we come back to this and see all the work that you guys in the Discord have done on it. So if you want to take part in this, make sure to join my Discord server, link in the description, and that'll be where the system's been flying around, where you can customize it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Very looking forward to this, and I'm interested to see what you guys' thoughts are in the comments as well. If it goes well, we can probably do more. This could be a really cool idea and the start of something really good. There's like a massive community build, so stay tuned. But with that all said, everybody, make sure you have a great day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.